They're gonna love this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Crackers is Code. And today, at Eulogic Classes, we have with ourselves Mr. Tarun. So, hello, Tarun.
Yeah, hello, Karthik.
Yeah, so I think you should introduce yourself first.
Yeah, my name is Tarun and I'm from Rohtak, Haryana. I'm currently studying in the first year of MA course, which is offered by IIT Madras. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, wonderful. So, what was your academic background like? As in, what was your stream in class 11th and 12th?
Uh, like after 10th, like most of the students in India go for medical or non-medical.
Hmm.
Humanity stream is seen as a taboo in the Indian society till now, but I'm one of
Absolutely.
the person who break this, and I chosen humanity stream in my 11th and 12th. Irrespect even my parents says initially they resisted me, but later they I convinced them and they even supported me in carrying forward the humanity stream.
Yeah, exactly. That is absolutely true. People do look down upon the humanities people they are seen like truly North Indian know about that. Majority of people look down upon students with humanities stream as if they are incompetent in studies or something. But let's put that aside for some later day. We'll talk about
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So Tarun, as I was asking you, how did you actually come to know about HSEE as an exam?
Yeah, as I have already told that I have opted humanity stream, so one goal is clear in the back of my mind that I have to go for civil services, after doing my BA from history honors from Delhi University. So in 12th, I came to know about this HSEE exam that opt humanity students in IIT Madras to offer their MA course. So I was in the mid of the 12th, I came to know about this and I was really fascinated toward the course. But till that point, I didn't start preparing for it because it's a very competitive exam. So I was like, why not to go Delhi University? It's a easy choice. Like you only have to score in 12 some
Yeah, completely merit
95%
based.
marks.
Mhm.
Yeah, and there is in the boards you have to compete with yourself only, but in competition you have to compete with the all India students. So initially I feared a little bit, but later I started preparing for it. Like in 2000, in the starting months of the 2021 year, I started preparing a bit, and by the time the boards came, in the May, boards have started. So I was balanced the preparation of both. Like the boards are from May, and the exam is earlier scheduled for the June, but is later rescheduled on the 7th August. So I started from the April around preparation.
Yeah, so we can say that you did get quite lucky because the boards were cancelled, right? Had they
Yeah,
not
yeah.
been, you would have only got like a month or so for the preparation.
Yeah, yeah. If boards didn't have cancelled, it will be I'm maybe not be
You
here
would not,
giving it
yeah, you would not have
continuing.
cracked it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
was a great opportunity because I still remember the date. It's 14 April. The CBSE issued a notification that boards are not postponed, but yeah, the boards get postponed but not cancelled. So they
Mm-hmm.
postponed in such a way that they said the board exam will be delayed for 2 months. So from
Mm-hmm.
then onwards, I really now I have no other options, and I have time, so why not to prepare for a competitive exam? So from there, I started preparing this exam, and later in the coming month, CBSE announced that there will be
The
no boards
exams have been
exam. This
cancelled.
exam has
Yeah,
been cancelled
exactly.
and no board exam. And from there, I was left with no option but to prepare for this because I don't know how CBSE will evaluate my marks because I'm not very good student till 10. So maybe earlier there were rumors that they will give marks on the basis of 10th class according to the reputation of school and a different these rumors are going around. So I have left with
Mm-hmm.
no option. So I why not to dedicate this time for HSC? So I put my time and I finally got in.
Getting into Delhi University is like was quite impossible. I myself couldn't even clear a cutoff of a single college of Delhi.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah,
happy. It was not worth it getting into. Well, At least for me, some people might still consider it better, and there are some good colleges, but
Yeah, they are.
yeah, just just for not for me. All right, so yeah, Tarun, you must know that the syllabus of HSW is like quite vast. You've got a lot of sections and a lot of syllabus to cover. Would like to
Yeah,
say something on this?
yeah, like the HSEE exam is like exam pattern is scheduled in a way such like the student have to read and understand various aspects of like you have to read sociology and different sociology, history, economics, like almost every subject of the humanities field. So the pattern of the HSC exam is like the overall marks total marks are 174 and which consists two papers, the paper one and paper two. Paper one is objective type and paper two is a subjective essay type paper which is of 30 marks. And in the objective paper, which is 144 marks, it is divided into three sections. The first section is English section, which is for 36 marks, Math section, which is again for 36 marks, and the third part is the GS section, which include four sub-subjects. The first is the Indian economy, second is world affairs, third is Indian society and culture, and the fourth one is ecology and environment.
So, yeah, exactly. Just as I said, the syllabus is quite vast. What were your
Yeah,
approach for different subjects? Let's start with English.
yeah,
Majority
for
of the people would be, I guess, struggling with English.
Yeah, like even I struggled a lot with English. Like as I have very less time to prepare, like hardly 4 months. I prepared in hardly 4 months. So
Mhm.
I done my English section in the starting because I know I was weak at this. So I need to prepare at this at the first priority because in the end I may not be able to find time to prepare this. So I like referred some basic book like for vocabulary. I referred Word Power Made Easy, which is very good book for vocab building. And for grammar, I referred the Arihant's essay Gupta book.
Mhm.
And some like recorded lectures were available of different institution on YouTube. So I referred them and I like somehow managed. I'm still not good at English grammar and all, but I still managed to go through this exam with
Yeah, so what were your approach for maths?
like maths is like very easy section for me, but this may be that, but maths is not good for
Yeah,
everyone because
this would not be the case for everyone. People
yeah,
would be like very angry right now after you just said it.
yeah, like most people face issue in maths, but I'm not one of them because I'm like quite bright till 10th, even till 10th in maths, and even in 11th, 12th,
Mhm.
being a humanities student, I still opted maths in 11th, 12th. So my like calculations and the consistency is there from the 10th, like from the initial classes. And
Mhm.
for the topics which are like there are many topics in the syllabus, so I like topic wise covered them from the as I earlier told. I started preparing for competitive exam from the 11th itself, but like I focused late on HSC. So in the 11th itself, I was like covered all the topics of the math section. So it was quite manageable. Even during my preparation of 4 months of HSC, I didn't even solve a question of maths because I'm 100% confident that I will be able to score at least 30 marks out of 36 in the exam.
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
there is no specific, but I referred like in the 11th, I referred some basic books like I referred R.S. Agarwal for math and reasoning. That's the only book I have for maths. But I
Yeah, the
practiced a lot.
maths.
Yeah, that in math section, practice makes a man perfect. That's fits in this section. The more you
Yeah,
practice, the
Tarun.
more perfection you get.
Yeah, not only the man, it also makes the women as well perfect for
Yeah,
living in 2022.
yeah. So yeah, this so again another debate. So
Yeah,
we'll do
we'll
some
schedule it
other.
for another day.
Yeah,
Moving forward, what was your approach for general studies, which
like
includes your ecology, sociology,
yeah,
economics?
general studies again become an important part because it itself consists of 50% weightage in the objective exam. So like there are four sections. Like for the first one is Indian economy, and the second one is Indian society and culture. Third one is uh, uh, world affairs, and the fourth one is ecology and environment. Like for Indian economy, as I have not opted economics as my core course in 11th and 12th, so I have never studied like till 10th. There is a no economics to say just as a subject, but
Yeah,
there is no economics
it's
in
just
that
general
subject.
knowledge.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And so
nothing related to commerce.
so I didn't
Exactly, exactly.
choose the economics as my subject in board. So like in 11th and 12th, I don't have economics. So it is one of the section which I felt it is hard to cover. So I started with the basic books, which are like 11th and 12th micro economics and macroeconomics,
Mm-hmm.
and a book which is in the 11th itself, the Indian economic development. I referred this book,
Mm-hmm.
and along with my teacher of economics also like guided me in this section
Helped
and
you.
helped me in clearing some concept. And apart from that, I took help from YouTube videos. There are many channels which provide uh, guidance in economic section, so I refer that. And again, I find a website for like microeconomics question. I practiced a lot of question from there, so like it's quite manageable. And the other section is like the world affairs. Like world affairs is another more challenging because it's again like it is a history. Like in 11th history there is a world history. I have not
Mm-hmm.
studied that, and but here like the here mainly comes the modern world history, like the World
Mm-hmm.
War One, Two, and the Cold War era. Mainly there is a focus on this. So like in there is a book in 12th, which is like I don't remember the book's name, but it is in the political science subject. A book that a book is there. Many people referred that. I also read that one, but I didn't find that book like after covering the I will be able to manage that section.
Did you go
So
for
I
M. Lakshmikant?
no, that's a very high
That's for
level.
your CSE, right?
Yeah,
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 you
yeah.
said political science, so I thought about that.
And
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I was referring to the 12th NCRT textbook
NCRT
for
only.
NCRT textbook of
Political
12th
science.
political science.
All right, all
So
right.
I didn't find that book that comprehensive
That
that it
useful. Mm-hmm.
yeah that can cover the all the syllabus. So I go to internet because I have no resource to prepare. So I like go to Google, I search the topic wise, so I find Wikipedia. Like in the Wikipedia, every like the whole story of Cold War is given. Even the small incidences are given in the huge detail that you will find that there is a huge content you have to segregate from there. So it took me
Mm-hmm.
a lot of time. I referred mainly the Wikipedia and many more sites. So it took like many weeks times to cover that section. So I like gone through every and take down the notes of the important incidents. And from there I was like quite, but it took a very large amount of time, but it's quite worth. And for the coming to the ecology section, for ecology, like most of the prefer like the senior preferred us to go through the class 12th NCRT biology book, the last four chapters
Mm-hmm.
which are based
Mm-hmm.
on ecology. So I found that book a quite like good decent book because from there after covering that book and practicing question of its exercise, one will be able to solve the 60% question of the question paper.
Mm-hmm.
So 60% question, if you are able to solve from the one book, that's a quite good book. Like the for the rest of the 40 question, I like there is some portion of geography. And so I have class geography in my class 11th and 12th. So it like I covered like from my previous notes that I prepared for CBSE. I gone through them, and the geography section I covered from there, and some miscellaneous topics are also there in this syllabus. So I referred YouTube videos and the Google for that worked for me. And coming to the most difficult section which I felt in the HSC exam is the Indian society and culture. The reason why I find it difficult because I don't have sociology in 11th and 12th, and most of the its syllabus content is from sociology.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have read any book on sociology, and but I have history because in that section there is a history syllabus, like some questions from modern India, ancient India, medieval India used to come in the exam. So as I have history in 11th and 12th, so I have my CBSE prepared notes because so from that I covered my history portion of that section, and rest of that I literally skipped because I didn't
Mm-hmm.
find any resource. Like first of all, I don't have like I start reading sociology book, but I don't find it's interesting, and I don't have time to read books because I have to prepare a lot in a very short time. So I
Mm-hmm.
skipped. So I was very clear. I am not going to read like in the sociology. Four books are there of 11th and 12th. So I was like, skip the books. I gone on the Google. I searched like topic wise. I didn't find like the relevant content. There a little content was there, but that's what not according to the exams. So I don't find any content related to that. So like I literally skipped that section. This is the one of my mistake that I've done, that like I came to know this is my mistake in the exam hall itself when I was
Mm.
only able to do 5 question out of 18 in of the
Yeah.
sociology section. So I was like feeling what I have done in the preparation. So, but like somehow, like in the other, I managed to score well in other section, so it's compensated.
Let's
Yeah,
talk about the written ability test, or some might call it the essay that you
yeah,
have to
yeah,
write.
yeah. Essay, I regard essay section as the game changer section. It consists of 30 marks, and if you are
Mm-hmm.
quite good at writing and you have relevant content, you can easily score like 24, 25 marks. You can easily like grab that marks because it's a subjective. Like in the objective, either you have a wrong answer or right. If you remember, it's a right, but there your thoughts are checked. What you write will be marks will be awarded on that. So have a deep thinking and a diversified thinking on any topic, you will get easily decent marks. And for essay section, I like used to read daily newspaper. So from there I used to take down notes, especially from the editorials, like the Hindu editorials, very informative and
Absolutely. Yeah, they are a
deep
gem.
inside. Yeah, yeah. So from there, I used to take down the notes, like the important, maybe on like there was a issue going in the like maybe on poverty, like there is a human development index report came. So in the article, whole like concept of what is poverty, how to define poverty and index, what index at. So I used to take down the notes and keep revising on them. And after I have content, then I used to practice lot, and that I practice about 10 to 15 essay, and
Mhm.
that's it I have done. And yeah,
There's something also that I like to point out about reading.
yeah,
So, when you're actually preparing for your exam, and you have to actually read through a lot of material. A simple hack that you can do is to not read just for the sake of your competitive exam, because reading anything in general, be it non-fiction, you don't have to go ahead and actually read Harry Potter or The Adventure of Tintin. Because reading non-fiction, as in general, will make you a smarter person. So don't just read it for the sake of your competitive exam. Read it,
yeah,
make it a habit of yours, go through different materials, read a little bit of science, a little bit of like accounting or some other subjects,
yeah,
go outside of your domain and have as much knowledge as you can. And this would
yeah,
definitely help you in English as well.
yeah. It will not only help in English, it will help in overall life. Like it will
Yeah.
like the habit of reading is something like I personally don't have that much reading habit. So
Mhm.
like in the initial weeks of the I like our courses, I struggled a lot because here the program is based on like reading and analyzing that content. So here one have to read a lot and analyze and writing. So this is the fundamentals of this course. So we have, so
Mhm.
why not to
You
prepare
have to be a good
early?
you
Yeah,
have to be a good reader.
yeah, yeah,
Exactly. So we were quite lucky that our boards were cancelled. To be honest, I didn't prepare like at all good for my board exams.
yeah,
So we were quite lucky that they were cancelled and we were right into colleges. We gave our entrances. But you must have
yeah.
at least at some point you would have managed them with your competitive
Yeah,
exams, right? What
like
were your
when
start
the
what
yeah, yeah,
behind it?
like when the CBSE has not announced that the exams are got cancelled or postponed, so I was used to like for 1 month I done my preparation with the balanced approach. Like half of my time, like more than half, I dedicated my time for HSE,
Mm-hmm.
because like boards, like I was studying for months and I have almost completed my CBSE syllabus. So my CBSE syllabus and revision is all packed. So I devoted most of the time for HSE. but later it got cancelled, so I focused all my time on HSC. So like to balance, to I would just to suggest like have a balanced approach. Like you have already studying the class class 12 books from the past few months or maybe a year, if you are really started in the
Hmm.
initial phases. So like you have preparing that CBSE books, some there are many two, three books, one or two books per subject. So you hardly have 4 to 5 books. So you are reading them and keep on revising them for months. So now you have to reduce your time on CBSE and increase your time on HSE exam. Yeah, that should be a good approach.
So let's talk a little about your mock test, practice test that you must have attempted during your preparation, right? Are they a game changer? Do you think they're important, or can one actually skip on them and just directly sit for the exam? Will it be feasible? Will it be wise to do so, or should
Yeah,
one not
I
do
would
it?
suggest, and I personally practiced mock and questions in the end after
Mm-hmm.
completing my syllabus, and these are like important part of your preparation yourself,
Mm-hmm.
because you have read the theory, you have revised it, but you have not applied it anywhere. Like you have theory in mind, you have like all the concept in mind, but you have not, and you have already revised it, it's in the mind, but you have not applied it anywhere, like it's still in the mind. So what happens when you do the mock, the you have to recall that, because in the exam there will be no books and no notes and no Google. You have to recall.
Exactly.
So mocks are one of the best way to recall. So why not to practice a mock? Like there is a meaning, this is the meaning of the mock, like to give a like real time experience, you have to recall and then correct the options. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's in this way mocks are very important, and mocks are also important in that perspective that they are very good way to revise your, like in the end, like if you have done to 5 to 10 mocks, like let's say one have done 10 mocks, so one day before the exam, go through all the mocks. There will be a high possibility that most many of the questions will be from the mocks, if you have a good, like taken from a good source. So most of the question, not most, but some of the question will be same as in the mocks, or
You
there
might
is
get
a little
similar
statement
questions. I
change.
like to clear it out because some
Hi.
people might take it in the wrong way.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah,
questions would be similar. It's not
yeah,
that like
yeah,
we at
yeah,
Eulogic Classes we provide you with the mocks, but it's not like we have like some connections with the institute and we'll provide you with the exact questions. We'll have similar questions.
yeah. Yeah, similar question. Like exact, there is a very less probability there may be a question will be exact similar, but there is a high possibility there will be a similar question.
Mhm. The
Yeah,
thing is,
that
like if you
so
attempt a
one.
lot of mocks, you go through different types of questions. There are
Yeah,
only
yeah,
so many questions that
yeah,
you can make from a certain topic, and practicing mocks takes you through with them. So you'll be able to tackle the questions.
yeah, yeah. And one more thing, like when you are studying, preparing, and you think according to you, you have prepared well. But when you attempt mocks, mocks will tell have you prepared well or
Yeah,
not.
yeah. Mocks will show you the reality of your preparation.
Yeah, yeah. And from
So I,
there you have
mhm,
like after attempting mocks, like you have start attempting mocks like 1 month or 2 months before, so you can change your preparation strategy. If you find like in this section I was finding hard to solve this question, so in a meantime like of 1 month or 2 months, you can change your strategy and improve on that.
exactly. Yeah, I'd like to take this opportunity to place a brand integration here. We at Eulogic Classes have made an awesome test series from your future seniors at IIT Madras. So we have two free mocks, mock number 1 and 7. We've already posted 5 mocks. The link is in the description. Check the demo mocks, buy our mock test series. We have got a separate group and guidance from your future seniors. You can get your doubts cleared in the private group. Let's move ahead. So we have actually, I think we have discussed all about the academic area, but it's not just the academic area which takes you through your exam and your journey and takes you into the college.
Yeah,
There are many different aspects as well.
yeah, yeah, they are.
So distractions being the biggest, I
Yeah,
would say it. Yeah.
yeah, this section will be a challenge during your preparation, like even preparation of every exam there will be distraction. distraction may be sometimes like mostly it is like our mobiles. In the mobile itself, our social media are like, I would not say friends are distractions, but like if you are doing like wasting your time with your friend, then it's a distraction. But if you
Hmm.
have a good peer groups, like if you, maybe you may not be preparing for the same exam, but you are with the friends who are preparing for the different competitive exam, they will support you, like they will send a positive vibes and like you can do it now. Some like maybe on someday you will be feeling low, so they may support you.
It's
So
actually true. There's a saying is will that you are the average of the five people you hang out with.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
having good peers is quite important during your journey.
Yeah, and to remove the distraction during preparation, what I have did in the like the last month of my preparation, because again I have a very less time and many things to cover. So I'll there is a word like isolation. So
Yeah.
I like stop going outside and highly dedicated to my exam preparation and don't like open social media and other website except Telegram, where like I used to have peer groups where so we used to
We used to
communicate.
get your
And
doubts cleared. Yeah.
yeah, we like the seniors solved our doubts and many more things like the our colleagues also like help us in the preparation. And some we on the group itself we share our content, like something I got today like which is important for the exam I shared then the group, and some other people find something which is relevant they share on the group. So it's like a peer group which help a lot.
I'd like to take this time to quote actually Naval Ravikant. I follow him a lot. So in
Oh
one of
yeah,
his
please.
podcasts, he said a thing, and I've taken it with me since that day. I have not forgotten it. So he said that abundance is actually the real problem in today's world. You've got society everywhere inside your laptop, inside your pocket when you've got a phone in there. So a short way to become successful. This might not apply to everyone, but it actually
Yeah, yeah,
does increase your chance. Is to actually cut off from society for some time while you're preparing for your goals, and to actually focus on your goals while following asceticism is to live like a monk.
yeah. That's
But again,
that
whatever
becomes a
works for you
necessary.
works for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it is a
more
necessity.
like a necessary. Like you have to, because it's a competitive exam. If you will not do, someone other will do.
Yeah, people will step upon you to get to the top,
Yeah.
and that is the reality.
Yes.
So in what would be your views on offline coaching and online coaching? Which
Uh,
do you think is the better?
like I have not enrolled in any specific HSC offline or either online, but I like attempted more. But according to me, I think online is better. Yeah, there is a like you have flexibility. You can like most of the people nowadays used to like to watch classes and in the late night.
Yeah. People are night owls. They can't study in the day, so
Yeah,
they
so
have the
like,
schedule. They study at
but
night.
in the offline coaching, you may be like in the morning, you are at 8 o'clock, you have to reach the institute. And in the offline
Hmm.
coaching, there is a one more disadvantage, like you have to restrict yourself to a place. Like if there are two coachings, one is like far away, but it provides an online opportunity. But there is a in my city itself, where teachers are good, but not that good as in another coaching. So
Yeah,
I
that
should go
agree.
for that online coaching because I have to get the best guidance as possible.
If you have flexibility, you can learn at your own
Yeah,
pace. You are not
right.
actually what do you say it? You are
And
not
yeah, in case,
actually supposed to follow a single schedule of. If you are in
yeah,
an offline coaching, you have to work according to them. You have to get there at 8, get back at 2, and then you have to study by yourself.
and
But
yeah, in the
in
online
online
there is
coaching, you
a
can.
you can there you will be provided with the recorded lecture. You can like if somehow you skipped the class or bunked the class in offline, you
Yeah,
will not able to get that content again by teacher. Your teacher may compensate by have a extra class, special class for you, but that will be that not mean that will be not that beneficial
That
as
phase, yeah.
the real class, original class.
Mhm.
So in the online mode, there will be always recorded lectures available.
Yeah, so Tarun, it was wonderful talking to you. I think that'll be all. The
Yeah,
video has been
thanks.
stretched quite a lot, but it was quite insightful, right? We had a wonderful time.
Yeah, thanks a
So
lot
before
for like
going,
giving me this opportunity.
yeah, and more videos will be coming soon to everyone watching this video. Don't forget to like and share this video. Share this video peers who are preparing for HSEE, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All right. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.